Hey, what's up, all to my wrestling fans? This is me, Robert, and this is a special UFC edition of Eat, Sleep, Play, Tar, Wrestle, Repeat. I show in two gameplays, as me and my little brother Ishmael were playing two different fighters. I playing as Kane for the first fight, and the second fight I play as Bruce Lee. As Ishmael, he play as Brock Lesnar for this first fight, and the second fight he play as Renan Barrow. And both of them is played for the PS4 as I play UFC EA Sports. And the topic I'm going to talk about is the booming period for wrestling fans. Or should I say, there's a good period for wrestling fans. What that means for everybody, next week or upcoming week, throughout the whole day, is nothing but pro wrestling. We got Monday, WWE Raw, the next day, Tuesday, main event, Wednesday, NXT and Lucha Underground, Thursday, returning of SmackDown, Friday, TNA Impact Wrestling, and Saturday, if you can get in other cities or different state, is Ring of Honor, if you include in pay-per-view on Sundays. So pretty much you get 6 or 7 days of pro wrestling. And this is a great time, this is a great moment for it because last year, all thing you can see is WWE, including NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground. Year before that, you get an option. You got WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor. Year before that is getting a little bit lesser and lesser. Back in the day, in the 90s, there's a lot of availability when you watch WWE or WWF, WCW, ECW, local independent shows. Like you could watch a local NWA, or if you're lucky enough, you could watch Lucha Libre, like Triple A or CML, if you could catch it. But now we live in a social media or different technology. You can watch any kind of wrestling show from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, Dragon Gate, Chikara. I mean, tons of great promotion out there besides the big brand like WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor. So luckily for this month, you got New Japan Pro Wrestling coming to uh, Access TV if you got Direct TV or AT&T Universe cable box, and if you got Ring of Honor, you can catch that in different cities. So pretty much, it's a good moment. Now, what that means for other promotion? Well, let's break it down. WWE, I think they got the most wrestling show of the whole entire week, added on with the WWE Network. Cause Monday you get Raw, Tuesday you get Main Event, Wednesday you get NXT, and then Thursday you got SmackDown, and sometimes you get Superstar, and depends on what days you can watch it. But right now, I think most of the people probably watch NXT more than Raw, just the way Raw direction is. Because not too long ago, or previous episode of FTW podcast, we can't give WWE a low ratings, and it is what it is. I mean, WWE is not that hot right now, except for NXT. We give tons of praise to NXT because they give you great, great pro wrestling, not sports entertainment like this man used to say, but great pro wrestling, and it made you hook to the certain wrestlers like Charlotte, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Prince Devitt. I mean, not Prince Devitt. Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, Lucha Dragons. Tag teams, women divisions, and push you to a main event in an NXT spot. And that's where you love. That's where you so fall in love with them. And move along. You got outside from WWE. You got Lucha Underground. We love Lucha Underground from last year. Even though they're starting, but it's based from Triple A. And me, as a fan of Triple A, I love this style. I love their matches, either six-sided ring or four-sided ring, high flying match, or sometimes hardcore matches. I'm a big fan of them. When they come down to TV, when they show Lucha Underground, I love it. And it take a different approach. It's almost kind of like a grindhouse feel to it. Feel like you're watching Robert Rodriguez, uh, old school grindhouse movie type, like Planet Terror. some kind of different movies, but it's fitting for the wrestling because it showed great storytelling and showing great match. And not only that, a previous episode they just crowned the champion as as Puma, Prince Puma. It showed great, great movement towards the biggest thing for Lucha Underground. And to my opinion, I hope they add on more title, most likely a tag team title, and that probably it. The main title and a tag team title, and I'll be perfectly fine because now everybody fighting each other, man versus female. You got uh Pimpla Esquela. I know I'm butchering that wrestler name up, but the gay wrestler, which I followed his career as well. Good wrestler. Um, Also, then you got TNA. After I saw Impact Wrestling show from previous nights, it felt like it's back. I mean, they lost a step. They picking up where I left off. So more big shows from Impact. And I'm gonna look at the news. I seen they got the lockdown already taped. I did not see the spoilers, so I make a vow for myself. I'm never ever gonna look up any spoilers until I see the show for myself. Give a good strong opinion about it. But the way it's shaping up, it look hella great. And then you got Ring of Honor. They coming back with Top Prospect 2015 tournament. That means the winner of the tournament we get the shot for the TV title anytime, any place, anywhere. Same thing what they did with Matt Tarvin and Hansen. And I'm a big fan of the tournament because you see upcoming stars from the roster and get their shine on. And now that a lot of big things happen from it. You got they create the War Machine when Rowe and Hansen fought each other final, but sooner or later they become a good tag team. And then you got Matt Tarvin who won the tournament and captured the TV title. So I see a lot of great things. And then you got the main event pitch. You got Jay Briscoe, the Briscoe boys. I'm a big fan of the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark, including the promo. Like when they put a promo, they could talk a lot of good shit through promo. So I'm a big fan of these guys. I'm a big fan of Jay Lethal, the best TV champion. And then I'm a big fan of it's so many guys out there, big fan. Also a big fan of the Red Dragons, the MMA style on which how they killed Time Splitter and captured the junior IWGP Tag Team title. So amazing. If you didn't see that match, go back and watch that match. And then outside of Ring of Honor, then you got New Japan Pro Wrestling coming over to the TV for the first time for American fans through Access TV. So I can't wait to see that, but most likely I probably watch it somewhere else to watch the event. So probably watch through other sites besides of Access TV because I didn't have it unfortunately. But I'm gonna watch New Japan Pro Wrestling and just watch other events because I can't wait to see the new beginning. See my boy AJ Styles against Tanahashi, and hopefully the Bullet Club regains all the titles, including the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Intercontinental Championship, and the Never Openweight title. But we'll probably wait and see. And also, back to WWE, we get SmackDown return to Thursday for a long time. And I can remember SmackDown was on back in Thursday, back in, I would say in '03 or '04. I could remember, but it was a long time ago. I think it was like 2005, and then they moved to Fridays. I couldn't remember back then. But I hope SmackDown will be good because I know they bring back Daniel Bryan, make his first debut since his neck injury and being out for a whole year. And I'm a big fan of SmackDown. During the brain extension, SmackDown was a better show than Raw because Raw was mostly heavily, entertainment and towards to people. And plus, Eric Bischoff was running as a GM. But you look at SmackDown, I could pull out tons of moments for SmackDown, like Eddie Guerrero finally gets win over Rey Mysterio in steel cage match. The World Heavyweight Championship in changing hand after Batista left because he injured his bicep. And also, I can and also I love the Iron Man match between Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. tons of great moments during those times. So we gonna get a lot of good moments from SmackDown. And then there's Raw. When you look at Raw has not been that great. I mean, the way Raw look, it just, to be honest, you can't find nothing nice to say about Raw. You try to find a positivity, but it's a slim to none to find it. We may find it after WrestleMania, but for this time, we not gonna find any nice to say about WWE. I mean, not WWE, but about Raw. But the overall, good, bad, great, or terrible, this will be a great time for a wrestling fan, and there's no excuse of missing any wrestling. I don't care if you're a high school, middle school, college student, whatever. If you're a wrestling fan, you cannot miss it. I don't want to hear, oh, I feel so tired, I fall asleep. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You got to watch the pro wrestling all the time. I mean, back I was a little kid, I watch wrestling almost every single week. Monday, Raw. Tuesday, Lucha Libre. Wednesday, if I'm lucky enough, I can watch Japan Pro Wrestling. Thursday, WCW. Friday, ECW. Saturday, taping of WCW Nitro or sometimes pay-per-view. Sunday, WWE, WWF Sunday Night Heat. Because at the time I lived in a military base, with my father who was in the Air Force, and I was a military brat, so I could watch all the wrestling as I want. Back then there was no YouTube or any internet. I could watch small little clips on the computer or from website. Just watch little clips of ECW or Big Japan Pro Wrestling. So it's a great moment for pro wrestling period and pro wrestling fans. Well, that's cool. There goes my matches. Leave a like button. Give me feedback. Leave a comment. What do you think about wrestling period? You think it's a good look or it just start the period? Well, until then, I'll see you next time. I'll start with Eat, Sleep, Play, Talk, Listen, Repeat. Until then, see ya.